Denver 7 Now is sponsored by Ferguson and BAC Appliance Center, the best in bath, kitchen, and lighting for your home.
I'm Ann Trujillo with the latest from Denver 7. It just keeps happening. Sunday, it was a cyclist killed in Arvada. Early this morning, it was a crash that seriously injured a rider on Highway 85 in Commerce City. Drivers and cyclists alike are sick of talking about this and ready to see action. Denver 7's Jason Grenauer spoke with a woman whose fight for safer roads is personal.
Well, there were two different crashes in Denver involving cyclists after the death of another cyclist yesterday in Arvada. And, you know, it's just, I think enough is enough. I think it's time for a change.
Boulder mom Trini Willerton is fed up.
Absolutely. And
tired of unsafe roads. Tired of stories of crashes that she knows too well.
This man tried to overtake me with his truck, and he T-boned me as I was making the turn. He sent me to the hospital. I spent 6 days there. All of my left body was fractured.
That was last May. The triathlete and cyclist has since recovered and is back to doing what she loves, knowing there's still that disconnect out there.
When we're on the road, we have helmets on, we have glasses on. We pretty much lose our identity. And I think it's really hard to relate to us.
That's where her personal movement comes in. It could be me.
I just want people to put faces on all of those bodies out there and understand that maybe it's your neighbor's daughter. Maybe it's that little boy that, you know, you saw grow up, and all of a sudden he's the one in the hospital.
I am a swim coach and a triathlete.
I'm a sister, a daughter, a girlfriend.
I'm a father, a husband, an architect.
Trini has started collecting and sharing videos from cyclists to put a name, a face, and a story to those on two wheels.
I believe that if we come at this problem from a place maybe more of empathy opposed to trying to be aggressive toward each other, I think that us versus them dynamic has to change.
For fewer scenes like this and less stories of crashes like her own.
We're all the same, and the moment that we realize that and we do something about it, then I think things will change.
In Boulder, I'm Jason Grenauer, Denver 7.
Parents in Kiowa County are sticking by their kid superintendent, even if she isn't technically qualified to run a school, much less a district. Yonda Leonard is superintendent and a principal in the Plainview RE2 school district on the Eastern Plains. An investigation by our partners at KOAA found she lied about having the training to hold either of those positions. And the State Board of Education is now considering revoking the credentials she actually does have. However, parents say they don't care what's on Leonard's resume. They say she has done wonders for their kids.
Myself and several other parents would yank our kids because our kids and Yonda are like perfect match. She does great for them. And for them to push her out and think that she doesn't do anything for the kids is completely ridiculous, because she has always been all about the kids.
Leonard's only qualification is to teach kindergarten through 6th grade, and one of the votes to hire her for superintendent came from her boyfriend. He claimed he was a cop in desperate need of information to save lives. The actual police say he was nothing more than a bounty hunter, conning the country's largest cell phone carriers into helping him track down bail jumpers. Matthew Marr is accused of calling Verizon, Sprint, and T-Mobile and telling them he was an investigator for the fictional Colorado Task Force. Each time he told them he needed cell phone records, including their GPS information. And incredibly, Verizon gave that information to him. It is unclear from the documents if Sprint and T-Mobile did the same. Marr is now charged with wire fraud. Broomfield police say they are following up on dozens of tips after an apparent abduction attempt. A 12-year-old girl told officers a man pushed her inside his truck yesterday as she was walking home from school. Her father tells us she was able to escape seconds later as the man was getting into the driver's side. Now, we have posted information on the man police are looking for, and you can find it on thedenverchannel.com. Momentum is building to ban flavored tobacco and dramatically raise taxes in Boulder. Today, the superintendent of the Boulder Valley School District joined health leaders in calling for the ban and $3 a pack tax hikes on cigarettes and other products. They're concerned about smoking in general, especially, though, when it comes to kids.
5-6 years ago, you'd be hard-pressed to find a child or a student smoking at school. Today, I would argue you'd be hard-pressed to find a school, a high school, even middle schools throughout our state where kids aren't addicted to vaping.
Now, Boulder will talk about the tax hikes at tonight's city council meeting. Discussions on raising the minimum e-cigarette age and banning flavored products will have to wait until next month. This has been your Denver 7 On Demand update. Thanks so much for joining us. And check back here later tonight for another update. And download the Denver 7 app for breaking news and alerts. I'm Andrew Heel.